Hello and welcome to the Fulham Fix. 2 games, 2 points, 2 battling performances. One here at the Cottage versus title hopefuls Liverpool, another on the road versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now the extreme heat may have settled, which is nice, but our next game, a London derby versus Brentford, is certainly going to be turning the temperature back up. I'm pleased to say, joining me to talk all about that game and much, much more, Neeskens Kebano and Kevin Mbabu. Guys, how are you?
We're fine, yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, great,
You're all
yeah.
right?
Good,
Welcome to the flag. I was saying, you have been here before, but you were just noticing a few photos on the wall, some proper timeless photos on the walls. Like we've got a bit of Pele over there, just like loads of people, just the people that have played here. And you spotted yourself over there in one of the pictures.
I've seen a couple of pictures.
I mean, you've been here a long time now, man, so you're making you're part of our icon wall, man. How does that feel?
Well, that feels good. That feels great. That feels great to be part of the history of this legendary club.
Yeah, man. And I think both of your photos, I don't think it's 3 of yours, both include lifting a trophy, getting us promoted.
Mad.
It's awesome, man. It's so good. It's so good. Hey, maybe one day, man, you'll be on the wall here.
Yeah, I need to be in one of the pictures here.
We need to clear one of them. We'll get rid of one of Neeskens.
There's
three of them here. We'll get rid of one of his.
Yeah,
exactly. We'll start with you. Actually, first up, guys. Have you come straight from training, right?
Yeah.
How was it? All good? How's everything going down there? Right?
Yeah, today was easier than the last 2 days. It was more chill, more tactical.
Okay.
And yeah, looking forward to Saturday.
Nice. It seems to have been like the fitness of the squad is been really, really impressive. Like we seem to have started, and it seems to have been the general consensus. Chatting to Pereira on the last episode, he was talking about how knackered he was, and so it seems to be really like pushing the fitness side of it. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'll say yes. We're in Premier League, so we know that every weeks will be battles, so we need to have our fitness like up, and the only way is the work. So we need to work harder.
But today was a little bit more like school.
Yeah.
A little bit more. You get your notebooks out, get your pens and paper out.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. I like it. How you settled in, man? Because obviously, you've moved over here. You're living in Richmond. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, that's not a bad place to live.
Yeah.
Have you spotted any celebrities yet?
No, but I'm still in the hotel. So
are you? Okay.
Yeah, I finally found a house.
Nice. It's still in Richmond? Are you sticking with Richmond?
No, it's around Cobham. So I'm finally.
The only problem with Cobham is you've got a really high chance of bumping into Chelsea
players. Yeah, I know.
It's never a pleasant thing to. I'm only joking, obviously. To any Chelsea players
of
out
course,
there.
but I'm pleased to finally.
Nice.
Find a house, and finally I can start my private life, because being in a hotel room for 4 weeks, it becomes very boring very fast. So I'm finally happy to.
However, room service. I mean, you're not gonna get that in Cobham, are you? In your own house.
Definitely not.
You're gonna be like, who do I ring to get me a drink?
I will have to do my own room service.
Deliveroo, Uber Eats. There's a lot of things.
Well, this is it, especially in Cobham as well. So, it's going to be great. Would you feel quite settled now you're over here?
Yeah. Everybody welcomed me very well in the club, the players, the staff. So it felt almost like if I was already part of the team when I came. So I was, it was kind of if I was always here. Yeah. And I was happy that everything went well very fast. And now I'm just looking forward to the rest of the season. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it started off so well. We're going to get to our first couple of games, and obviously the next one, which is especially, certainly amongst fan eyes, is a massive, massive game for Fulham. Before we do, I always find this quite interesting. Just touch on a little bit about, moving over as well, with your experiences as well when you moved over. But it's like, how big a deal is that? Like uprooting your family? Do you come over initially? Do you have to go back and get your stuff at certain points? Do you know what I mean? Like, it must be quite a big deal.
Yeah, it's why it's been crazy the last few weeks, because you have to organize so many things that is outside football, and especially now with the Brexit, everything is more difficult. You have a lot of paper to sign, a lot of paperwork to do. So
they said it was going to be easy. They said Brexit was going to make everything super easy.
Well, no, everything is a little bit harder, because when I came in 2013, it was a lot different. But I'm still happy to do it, because it's for the best.
Yeah, man, it's a great league to play. And have you certainly when you were here before? But have you been to London much before?
Not so much because I really liked Newcastle when I was there, so I spent most of my time there.
In Newcastle, okay. So you've not done any sightseeing yet?
Hmm?
Not done any sightseeing,
no, not really. Not
Is there
really.
anything you can recommend? Whereabouts are you living at the moment? We might have done this already, but like, whereabouts are you?
Around Fulham.
You are around Fulham, okay. So anything you can recommend he does, like, you know, a perfect day trip, a nice walk?
For me, I think he knows, you know. I'm not going to say much,
I'm
but
just looking for good restaurants. I love food, and I already have
good
a
restaurant,
huge
there's
list.
a lot.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Do you like fine dining?
I like anything. I'm very open to.
Okay. There's a great restaurant in Dorking called Sorrel.
Dorking.
Just a little shout out to Sorrel there.
I said I'll take him somewhere where there is
Yeah?
some Congolese food,
Yeah.
but it's a bit far. It's in Tottenham.
It's in Tottenham?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's still worth it if it is good food?
Very good food.
Yeah, Congolese food is good.
Yeah.
I've missed it. So.
All right, okay, so we'll touch on Liverpool now. Obviously, first game of the season. Massive game. You know, obviously going to be up there battling for the title. And we went toe-to-toe, often outplayed them. I mean, Neeskens, talk us through a little bit of that game. I mean, we played like absolute lions.
Oh, that's the type of game where we want to turn on and to be ready for. And starting the week before the game. So I think we did everything right. I mean, like staff, players manage well our recovery to be ready for that battle, and I think we showed it on the pitch.
Definitely did, and also, I mean, disappointed not to win, really.
A little bit, yeah. Of course, when we see how the game went, but like I said, like before the game, if people could say like, would you take the draw? Or, you know, we'll say yes, maybe, because we never know.
Yeah.
But after playing that type of game, the way we did it, obviously, yeah, we could have get more than the point.
And I think me, like many in the stadium, jumped up and thought we'd scored when you clattered one against the post. Did you think that had gone in? I mean, it's looked from where we're sitting, because you're right next to me, like, well, that looked like it had gone in, right? Did you scream? Yeah, there we go. We all jumped up and screamed. Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to cross, and then I just, because
Yeah.
I was looking in the middle of the box, and then I just
Yeah,
heard the
man.
noise. Like, oh!
You thought that was I honestly thought that was in. We lost it. I mean, you must have. How did that feel? Is that one of those moments you have to instantly forget about because you've got to keep your head in the game?
Yeah, straight. The ball bounced back and it went on Van Dijk. I went to press him. He kicked it on the corner kick, and then I was like,
Yeah.
But you know that you have to clear your mind like very, very quick, because maybe a new opportunity will be in front of you.
That's yeah. I mean, that was a big moment. Like I said, a massive game, and I think the fans were just so grateful for such. I mean, you know, you've obviously played a couple of opening games in the Premier League for us. I mean, that was a fantastic performance, and you know, compared to previous where we've maybe not sort of risen to the challenge. Would you say that's fair to say?
One, yeah, we lost 3-0, Arsenal.
That's right. I was trying not to mention.
But
I was trying not to mention the exact,
the fans were not there.
Score.
The fans were not there.
So they didn't happen. Is that what we can say? If the fans weren't there, it didn't happen. We can move it. In fact, we can say that about most of that season, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't really count if the fans weren't there. For you as well, like, you know, turning up to a stadium like Craven Cottage on a day like that, how was that? Because it's such a traditional stadium for you. How does it compare to like stadiums in the Bundesliga?
Well, the England fans have, like English stadium, they have this special atmosphere that you don't get anywhere, and this is also why I really wanted to come back in England, because you have this special atmosphere in every stadium, and the way the fans, they scream, they cheer, it's completely different to all the other countries, and it's really like a special feeling, and you always want to give always more and more and more until you can't run anymore, and this is why I came back in England, just for this special thing that you get in the stadiums.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously St James's Park is also known for having that, you know, incredible atmosphere, but with Fulham, it's so compact, isn't it? Because you know you're almost on the pitch, and I know, you know, where you're sitting, or where you would have been sitting for certainly the Liverpool game. You've got them right behind you, haven't you? You can actually. How does that feel? Because that's quite unique, and often there's a bit of distance between players and fans in that sense.
No, it's quite funny because you hear some comments from the fans, but I can't repeat it here. But it's very funny.
Yeah, there's always there's a few comedians in the crowd, isn't there? Obviously, there's the position that you've come in. There's some competition in that position. Marco has always in the past rotated that position, and he's always given everyone the opportunity to have their moment and to take that chance. And obviously, how do you feel? There's got to be a sort of element of patience, but it must be quite frustrating that you're still sort of, you're wanting to get in there, get playing, but that Marco does this kind of rotating thing, and he's a fair manager, I'd say, a very fair manager.
No, of course, I'm still in the process of adapting to the team style, to the way the coach wants to play. So I need to keep working and to wait until everything that the coach wants in the team, how the team plays, becomes natural for me. Because at the moment I'm still trying to think, how should I do this position, that position. So it's a little process that takes time to adapt, and then I'm sure that in the next few games I will get my chance to prove that I deserve that spot. And of course it's fair competition, and if you don't have competition in the team, you can't really improve.
I was going to say, does that you want the competition, don't you? Yeah.
This is why also the squad became stronger in the last few weeks, because the coach wants to put competition in the team. So everybody wants to improve, to be on the pitch, and then this is probably how we will also stay in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, the squad bonding is very big on Marco Silva. I understand there was a barbecue a few weeks ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
A week or so
last
ago?
week, yeah.
How was it?
Amazing, because I love meat.
Yeah.
So I ate so much.
Really?
Yeah, we really enjoyed it. Thanks, Gaffer.
No,
and it was great.
Was it? And did you get that, as well as getting the solid hit of protein? Did you get that kind of feeling of camaraderie amongst the team and the players? Because obviously you're relatively new to the squad. It's you've been here for 7 years. It's a pretty. It's I'd probably say one of the first times that you can look at a squad and say that. There's certainly a number of players that have really you really called Fulham players like Tom Cairney, Tim Ream. How is it gelling with people that are kind of so settled in Fulham, if that makes sense?
Well, it was really easy. They make me.
They're nice. Is he a nice guy? Is Neeskens a nice guy?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be next to him.
Yeah.
But no, of course. Also, I would say the main players of the team made me feel comfortable straight away.
Yeah.
And this is also why I was saying that I felt like I was always here since day one. Yeah. And they made it easier for me. So I'm glad it went this way.
Who did you bond with initially? Who's that? Who's the? Is it Neeskens?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. They put me next to him to make things
room.
Easier.
Is it? They just did you say the chatterbox?
No. They just put him next to me, and naturally. Yeah.
That's a great compliment to have. It's like you want to bring someone into the team, get them settled, give them to Neeskens for a bit.
Exactly.
Honestly,
let him take him to a restaurant in Tottenham.
It's in the plan.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Good stuff. Mitro, we've got to mention Mitro. Obviously, he's back to his foreign ways. Had an absolute wonder season last season. All the pundits giving it the big I am. Can he do it in the Prem? Obviously, we know he can do it in the Prem. He's already bagged 2. I can ask both of you guys this, because you've both been very much on assists in the past with Mitro. You've assisted him many times. You guys have an incredible relationship. You've also assisted him pre-season. I remember the wicked cross, got the goal against Villarreal. We'll start with you. What's it like playing for him? Does he give you a look? Is there something where he's going to be there?
Yeah, obviously, he talks a lot with the wingers and the players that he has around him, so he can get the best balls, the balls that he likes the most. And if you check at every beginning of games or every second half, before to start the second half, we always have 2-3 words before to start, because the opponents are different. Sometimes the ball is better, in the 6-yard box, strong, or maybe pull back or something. So we talk a lot, and but I have to give him that. Sometimes you just cross it.
Yeah, and just hope he's there.
And sometimes he turn up, boom, with this massive boom inside. So there's a couple of goals that he scored like that where I just crossed and he was there at the right spot, and we got lucky.
Yeah.
So Daba, it's very good amazing to play with that type of players.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing to hear. And obviously you came on against Villarreal, I think for sort of 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, and got an incredible assist again. Got him, so you must have felt that connection. How is it playing with a player like Mitro, even in just that moment?
Well, I already knew him from back in Newcastle.
Newcastle, yeah. He was, God, this chest my maths. You're both the same age?
He's 1 year older.
Okay.
So when he came, I think I was 18 and he was 19.
Yeah.
When he came, and you can tell that a lot have changed in the last few years. I think in both sides, but of course, for me, assisting one of my teammates, I counted like a goal because it's my job to bring crosses, and whenever I get an assist, I feel like I've scored also. So
It's as important, without a doubt, an assist to be able to put those crosses in. What about the look he gives when you've not given him the right ball? When it's that done he does on the pitch sometimes, where he literally looks at you and does that, a little bit of that. How does that feel?
It feels normal because like in the team, someone wants to do well and and doesn't get the ball where he wanted the ball and stuff. So, but this is the same for Harry, for Bobby, for Fabs when he was there. When you want the ball there, you get it there, and you can't really do what you wanted, so you get a bit frustrated. But it's the same. Even me, I think it's a natural reaction.
Yeah. I want to ask this question because again, I think this is pretty interesting. Again, maybe more towards Neeskens here, but you get promoted, and the first game of the season you play is Champions League, winning Liverpool. How does that genuinely compare to the Championship, to a Championship game? Is the speed different? Is the detail different in the game?
Oh, the details are really, really massive. Every single bit count in the game. Everything, the right pass in the right space, at the right speed, for the right player. Everything counts. Set pieces, tactically how you're moving to each other and stuff. So, and the speed in the last 30 meters, if you can, it's different too. The quality of the players, obviously, it's not the same players. So, it's quite different.
It feels like you need to be more mentally involved, I suppose. A Championship game, obviously we play some lovely football and we certainly bossed the Championship, but you seem to have to be mentally focused, and that must be draining in itself, along with having to run 7 miles a game or whatever. That's got to be. That's
the way. You have to do it, regardless. Even if tired or not tired, you have to do it if you want to remain in the league.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's very true. Obviously, a strong point against Molineux. Again, was that a tough one to take, where you feel like we could have taken the 3 points? Obviously, a missed, a saved penalty for Mitro. Was that? Did you come away from that feeling a little bit disappointed? It's a tough place to go, Wolves.
They had also a couple of chances, so I think it's a fair draw when you know that you have that type of big chance you want to put it in, but it was what it was, and at the end, I think the draw will take it too.
Yeah, you're happy with that, right? We've got a big game coming up, obviously, Saturday. Now, have you filled Kevin in on how important the game is, like Brentford at all yet? I mean, we've played Brentford a number of times. They're a stone's throw from here. Have you filled him in on that history there and how important it is?
Not yet. The best day is the day before the game.
Yeah.
So he knows he sleep on with some good thing in his conscience. But obviously, I think he knows that they're neighbours to us and that it's a very, very important game for us and for our supporters. That's the type of game we always want to win. It's a derby. So yeah, it's a massive game.
And did you have, out at Wolfsburg, who were your rivals? Did you have any, something like I said, this is a big, big game for us?
No, not really.
No?
The only one that we had there in the second division. So no, we never really had a hot derby or something like that. No.
Okay, so this is it. So day before the game, you're going to have to take him away. You're going to have to just play him the playoff final behind, the one with an empty stadium. I think that.
He checked some couple videos about that game. Yeah.
It's big. I think that the fans obviously they want the bragging rights. Obviously, would you be looking at, for example, their last games tactically for something like this? Is that something you've done today? And you said today was a little bit more tactical. Have you gone back and watched their first couple of games of the season? They've obviously started off very strong.
Not really. Today we work on our tactics and how we will approach the game, and that was about it. Giving some rest to the legs too, so doing some not as intense as the past two days. So that was the thing, and tomorrow we'll go deeper in the analysis of the opponent.
Okay, we've got some fan questions. I've just got one more question I want to ask you before we get to the fan questions, and we'll wrap through as many as possible. 7 years at the club now, Neeskens. What would it mean to you to keep Fulham up this season? Keep us in the Prem League?
Honestly, that will be very, very massive for me. 7 years, number 7.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, but that's a good number for me. Yeah. And that's just showed me how hard working I've been through all this season to remain in the boat, even when at some point I thought like maybe it will be finished, maybe I'll leave, or maybe I'll, But I went through everything and I'm still there. So it's something very good.
Still there, man, an important player as well. And, so if you keep us up this season, we'll get rid of one of these. We'll get rid of the one here of Pele. And we'll stick another one of you up there.
No.
We'll keep Pele.
King Pele? No.
Pele stays.
Yeah.
Pele stays. All right, we've got some fan questions for you. Let's see how many we can get through. Jonah Krusak wants to know who's faster between the two of you.
But I think the first few steps, he's sharper than me. So I think the first few steps...
He gets off faster.
Yeah.
But you could overtake him.
I think so.
It happened lately in training.
Yeah?
Yeah, the ball in the space, he came, he tackled me.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
2 days ago.
What a tackle.
No, but he also, when he knocked the ball down the line, and when it was short, it was faster.
Oh, really?
So,
So short distances, like we're talking like 15, 20 meters. Neeskens got it.
This one is like how you call it, sucker punch.
Okay.
Boom! The time you do this, I'm gone. But then you can catch me if I take too much time.
Okay. I think that answers your question there. Okay, from Nathan Lima, can you do the Fimbu?
You know what?
If you score,
yeah, I'll do it, but show them what it is.
You go on a little bit.
It's Congolese.
He's Congolese.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's Congolese too.
Well, how's it go? Go on.
People, she can't.
That's the Fimbu.
Yeah, that's it.
If either of you two score on Saturday, will you do the Fimbu?
Yeah.
Do the Fimbu.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'll do it.
You come to me. Tu viens vers moi.
Okay.
I'll do it as I'm announcing. I'll do it. And I announce the goal. I'll be doing the Fimbu too. That would be great, man. That would be awesome. Okay. This isn't a question. This is from Mojo Graphics. She says, we just want more episodes of Neeskens' Diary. Is there anything in the plan? Are you going to be doing any more diaries?
Ask the big dogs.
All right. Can we get
They're
that
in charge.
started? Get that man a camera again. Get it in people's faces. That would be great. Okay, this is interesting. Strahina Zizik, do you have any special handshakes with players?
I have a couple in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking? So is it one of those ones that you do a bit of that?
Yeah, things like this.
A little that
Yeah.
over the shoulder.
Things like this.
Bit of the Fimbu. Something like that. But yourself, any back in Wolfsburg?
I keep it simple.
Just fist bump or something.
No fist bump, but I would say like to Neeskens, I would be like a good
Good. Okay, yeah. Oh, you've got a cheeky point in there as well. I like that. I like jazzing it up. Oscar Albertenson, do you speak German, French, or Italian?
I speak German, French, English. I know some of Italian, but I can't say I speak Italian.
But you probably better at Italian than all of us here. It's just one of those things.
Definitely.
Are you being modest where you're like, oh, I don't know much Italian, but then we'll get you an Italian.
No,
in Italy,
no.
you suddenly just start rattling off.
I can understand very well, but speak is more difficult.
Yeah. What about yourself? Any
Lingala.
How many
French,
languages?
English, Lingala,
Really?
German.
German?
I used to speak, but I don't know.
Can you speak French fluently to each other?
Yeah,
we
we
speak
speak
all
French.
Is that what you
every
go
day.
for? French?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So right now, this is not technically speaking English to each other. Is not technically what you'd normally be doing.
No, French.
Really?
Straight.
Oui. Okay, I'll try and do the next question in French, but I don't speak hardly any French. So, okay, let's go. Here we go. Kevin, toughest rival to defend against? This is from, Juan Sintas 87.
I would say Kingsley Coman.
Okay.
Yeah,
King.
I think it's the hardest winger I play against. I've played against, of course, big players like Eden Hazard, Cristiano Ronaldo, Douglas Costa, but I think Kingsley Coman was the hardest to play against.
Nice. Okay. And for you, toughest player you've played against, Neeskens, from the same person here?
The first player I've played against, like difficult to dribble.
Yeah, I suppose to get past, yeah, or if you.
Honestly,
Please say no one. That'd be great.
No. In my surprise,
Go on.
but so far, Kenny. Yeah, you heard what I said. Kenny Tete.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Wow. Okay. So one of our players. Whenever you play against him, you can't.
In training,
Yeah.
most of the time, like since he arrived, I was always most of the time up against him.
Yeah.
I never got tackled that much.
Really?
What?
Do you think that betters you as a player? Does that make you better?
Of course,
Yeah.
every time,
Yeah. Okay.
you improve. Every time when you play against like players who are hard on you every
Yeah.
time. And there's no days off, like every time. And in games, I never really found a player that I played against that was hard like that.
All right, we've got probably time for one more question, I think. Well, let's go with this one from Anthony Robinson from Jedi himself. Out of the two of you, who's got the better trim? I mean, he's got. I mean, there's just you've got nice hair and all, but it's not.
No, one is original and one is
This what?
normal, I would say.
Yeah,
normal,
this is it. Yeah. What about? I tell you what. Let's open that further within the whole of Fulham, because I think the reason he's asked this himself, obviously Anthony Robinson himself has got some solid hair game going on at the moment. Maybe he's fishing for a bit of a compliment himself. Like, what's your thoughts on the hairstyles at Fulham currently?
The players?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they keep it simple for most of them. Yeah, like they get their normal trim.
Nobody takes risk really.
Yeah.
There's only I can see Shallow coming with some
Bobby.
with something. Yeah, Bobby too.
Shallow, Bobby.
Okay, yeah.
But apart from
Who looked the worst during lockdown when no one could get their hair cut?
there were a lot of players. I was surprised on Dennis,
Yeah.
I thought it was going bold, and all of a sudden, boom, came back like. But wait.
I was surprised at how fluffy Mitro looked.
Yeah, Mitrovic.
Yeah?
A lion,
Yeah,
bro.
man. He went sort of kind of. It was strong. He went from big because he's a big guy, tattoos, neck tattoo, and then this little fluffy thing that sort of.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was epic.
No, honestly, they were like. I have to put myself too because I was like, I'll put myself first, then I can kill other players. So me,
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yeah.
no Carter, not Jed.
Okay.
Mitro, Cav. Who else? Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's and tell you what, we'll do another one here, just while we do have another 30 seconds left. From Chicken Wizard, favourite Congolese food? No, listen, obviously, I mean, it's not a, we don't have much of it here, so
Ask
you're going to be educated. Really?
Ask Mitro.
Why Mitro? Is he a big Congolese food
No, but
fan?
I get him like some Congolese food, and he was like, "No, what is this? I need
Really?
some more." What? Ask him next time. Ask him.
Yeah?
He'll not.
No.
I have everything. We had the FaceTime, and I took some screenshot.
Really?
I was like, "Oh, what is this? Wow, that's amazing!" So there is
Is it like curry based?
there is some curry based. There's
Not
different
butter
sort of meat.
based, yeah.
Not their normal meats, but with a certain sauce.
Okay.
That makes it like different.
Meats mikate, it's like the desserts. Like it's the best thing for me.
Really?
It's kind of, how can you explain this? It's like something with flour that you fry, and it's just amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, you've kind of described a donut there, no? That
Kind of,
it's like
African donut,
It's
African
like,
donut.
You can call it African donut, I swear.
African
It's
donut.
An
like
African
this,
donut?
yeah.
Okay. It's good, is it?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. There we go. I think we've all got to try some Congolese dishes right there. It sounds amazing. Just so we can do a Mitro.
Yeah.
Do a Mitro face. Listen, guys, it's been a pleasure. The very, very best of luck. I mean that sincerely. Saturday. But more importantly, great start to the season. Hopefully it's only going to get better from here. It's been amazing. A pleasure to meet you two. Best of luck, guys, and hope we'll catch up again, yeah?
Thank you.
very much.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
Cheers, guys.